The qualities of magnetism. We feel it in the presence of particular individuals. The way they move, the way they speak, the way they make us feel. An uncontrolled ball of energy can well up from inside, just from being within range of one of these magnetic beings. Their aura wields a natural force much like an electrical current that everyone in the vicinity instinctively feels. In watching their interactions, we can see others fall deeply under the spell of their charm. In a group setting, they appear as the star of the show, the life of the party, bursting with potential energy that everyone eagerly feeds off. It's difficult to quantify this visceral feeling with language. However, it is a common enough phenomenon that perhaps most have experienced it at some point. What is this magnetic quality that we are experiencing? It is one of nature's unfailing laws that the best of her species shall possess the greatest powers of transmitting their kind. And who can for one instant question the conclusion that vigorous sexual powers, temperately and legitimately used, actually brighten and strengthen a man's every faculty, elevate and inspire his every ambition, giving him greater influence and capacity for anything he may attempt in life? But few men by their own efforts have ever accomplished anything of value in life who are not gifted also with a strong sexual instinct. The power of magnetism lies with our sexual nature. Over the last century, many publications on this topic have attributed the power of magnetism to man's sexual nature. The desire to procreate builds up immense energy within us. When we don't allow this energy to be wasted, it develops into a very potent force. If we wish to make success of our lives, we must follow the plan of our divine Creator, as He intended. And the most important of the lessons we have to learn is that of the right control of the forces generated within. Bear in mind that by retaining these fluids, you furnish the highest type of material for building perfect brain cells, as well as developing a magnetic attraction that consciously or unconsciously will impress all with whom you have dealings. The conservation of sex force will perpetually rejuvenate the whole body and preserve your strength to extreme old age. We must become aware of habits that both regenerate and degenerate our body. Our body is in constant motion, moving either towards growth or towards destruction. The importance of retaining the sexual power, of using it wisely and temperately, cannot be overestimated. It is paramount. Lose your sexual power, lose the power to reproduce your species, and, according to the laws of nature, your days of usefulness are past, and decay and death will soon overtake you. Impotence sexually means impotence in everything, impotence mentally, physically, socially, etc. Your powers are fast waning. You might just as well be laid away without further notice. The most disagreeable of persons is the one who has wasted all of his vitality, retaining no magnetic force. The brain, being the greatest sufferer, cannot do its best work. Each one can prove this for himself by observing such men and women as are addicted to sensuous lives who come under this notice. Many geniuses who accomplished wonders in a few years and gave brilliant promise for the future have suddenly found themselves deprived of their mental powers as a result of giving way to their sensuous nature, and it has been repeatedly proven that a sensual nature cannot produce anything of lasting value. Such an ending to the upward flight of a nature which had early given promise of a high career is sad to behold. If we enter into a state of regeneration, our body will begin to build upon the more subtle qualities of our organism that contribute to the essence of one's magnetism. The energy in the eyes, the complexion of the skin, the vitality in the voice, the other countless improvements that people subconsciously pick up on during interactions that create this sense of enigmatic power. Where the conditions are such as these, a store of life energy is gathered in the body, which throws out all worn-out atoms, sends new life into those that are exhausted, revivifies the brain cells. Creation, procreation, regeneration thus provides a more efficient instrument for mental work and generates a store of personal magnetism which inevitably draws to the individual the esteem of people he deals with, as well as every good thing in the universe. This is the regenerative effect of a sex function, rightly, intelligently, and purely exercised. It seems the perspective of magnetism being intrinsically connected to sex force has been long held throughout the ages. The fact that so many separate publications have alluded to the same cause only strengthens the argument for preservation. If you wish to generate your own aura of powerful magnetism, try it out. Retain your sex energy for 6 months and see where life takes you.